going to show you what I made in November and all of the mini albums that I'm planning to make in December. Hi everyone, this is Debbie from Project 39 Mini Albums, and this is the Paper Stash Smash. Every month we plan what we're going to craft with in order to smash our stash, and then at the end of the month we show you what we actually did and our wins and losses for the month. And then to plan for the next month, we show you what we're going to use. Now each month there is a challenge. The challenge for December, well, let me get to that in a little bit. So, and also a little bit about this is, since I live and travel and craft in my RV, I do show you a little bit about where I've traveled. Now, if you're not familiar with it, this is what I use for planning, and I also use for memory keeping. I made it in, probably November of last year. It's from the Life is Abundant collection, and there is a tutorial on my channel. If it's something you're interested in, just look at my channel or put in the description box, remind me, and I'll send you the tutorial or give you the link for it. It's made up of all these months are folders, and so I plan for every month, and like I say, keep my photos in there. So let me take out December, but let's first go over November. So November, I'll show you the pictures later. November, the prompt was 6x6 paper pads. I only had one 6x6 paper pad in my studio, and I didn't want to go out and buy one just for this prompt. So I used it. Now I also had a 12x12 collection and some other ephemera to go with it, but I did smash it. And I made a mini album tutorial, and I'm putting it on the screen now in a couple of the pages. Now there is a full walkthrough. There is a full tutorial. If you want, you can buy the cutting guide in my coffee shop. That's all listed in the description box. Since I had some more time and I wanted to get some other things done, I used some other paper pad. It's not in the 6x6 category, but I did smash some other things, and I made these great card kits, which were a hit. I may still have some in my Etsy shop. I might have just sold out the last one. I'll have to check my inventory. And I also made this pink boho mini album. I used the same tutorial as the honeybee collection. I just made it a little more simple. So I really didn't make a lot for November, but I knew I was traveling and I knew that I wasn't going to make much. And that honeybee collection took a lot of time. It just was a little more involved than what I usually do. I did put out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 videos, so it wasn't too shabby. So that is what I made in November. For December, so this is where I put the photos, and like I said, I'll go back and show you the photos for November. But the prompt for December, and by the way, these I printed off from one of my collab partners, Letty, in our collab, came up with this. If you looked at her video, you probably see her checking it off, and she tells you all about how to get this. But, alright, so for December, it is a free choice. So you can use any side pad or collection, single sheets, digital, scraps, anything like that. So I actually have some smaller paper pads in my collection. I have Christmas. I have these two Stamperia Christmas collection. This is called Candy Christmas. Really pretty, really cute. I just, wanted something a little out of the norm for the Christmas motif, so I'll do that. And then this one I love. It's called The Owl's House. And it's just really pretty, more natural. And if you want, you can fussy cut. And I already actually have started with the fussy cut process. I was watching a hockey game and decided to take some of the papers and fussy cut. So these owls are just gorgeous. Look at that pretty tree. So anyhow, and then there's a ton of tags, like a lot of tags. So I'm going to have to come up with something to do with this. I feel like something small. I want to do something small maybe a pop-up mini album, something dimensional. So anyhow, so I have those two, and then I also have in my stash this. It's Winter Wonder from Simple Stories. This is the sticker book. I have the 6x8 paper pad, which is so much fun. And I have foam stickers and bits and pieces. So I'm hoping to smash all three of this. I don't have a lot that I'm hoping to smash, just those three, but I feel like these are going to take some time if I'm going to do a lot of fussy cutting. So we'll see what I actually make with that. Okay, now, as I told you, I live and travel and craft in my RV, and this past month, oh, that's December. You don't want to see December. You want to see where I was in November. We started out the month in Vermont, and the whole idea was to stay in Vermont until we got to play in the snow. This is the first day that it snowed. If you saw my previous video, you saw my husband taking apart a beaver dam. Well, they built it back up twice, actually. He took it apart again, and they built it up. This is part of that beaver dam. So if you want to look at that video from last month, at the very end of the video, I don't know if you guys stayed till the end, but it was him taking down the beaver dam. Because all of this was eroded. This used to not even be a little pond. This was, yeah, there wasn't even a little pond there. This is the main stream. So they do a lot of damage, but you know, they're so cute. So anyhow, it snowed and it was gorgeous. Here is the RV in the snow right next to the pond. Here it is in the beginning of November. I mean, isn't that just gorgeous? This is my studio. I was making one of the card kits. I was looking out into the beautiful field with the snow and the snow on the trees, drinking my coffee. This is just a pretty branch with some snow on it. So anyhow, this is my planner, and it also will be what I use to remember where I was for that month. That's husband walking in the snow. And then that's the snow on the branches. The crazy thing was, we're up on a mountain. You go 5 miles down the mountain, there is not a speck of snow to be seen. But it stayed up there for us, and it was quite enjoyable, and I had a great time. So that's it. Now don't forget, there are other people in the collab. We all are working to smash our stash. I'm not telling you we don't still buy things, because we do. But part of the fun is using new things and giving you ideas on things to do. Now obviously mostly I do mini albums, but in 2026 I plan on doing a little bit of a change to what I make in my Smashing My Stash. So don't forget to stay tuned. You will see our video January 1st, and it will tell you everything we accomplished in December and what we plan on doing for January, and I will be including what I plan on doing for the year going forward. Some of us will be including a video on the 10th of January, recapping the year. I'll recap the year January 1st, just because it's pretty quick. I did mostly mini albums, but there are some of us in this collab that smashed and made an amazing amount of fabulous things. So anyhow, that's what I wanted to show you today. Thank you so much for watching, and have a fabulous day.